Hey guys, this is Crabhunter, and welcome back to another channel update. Huzzah! Now, I hate to sort of start things on a downer, but I think I must, at least tell you guys as to what happened last Friday when I, for some reason, didn't upload the second episode of the episode 7 of our Let's Play series. Unfortunately, despite it never happening before, the YouTube censors decided to go all apeshit because, everybody loves those YouTube copyright censors, the scum-sucking leech bags of humanity. Anyway, I digress. Yes, the censors on the YouTube decided to go buzzing off, and unfortunately, the in-game audio, which for some reason, whilst I was taking a momentary breath to try and sort of assess the situation in a certain battle, the game said, the censors went, oh, that's copyright, that is. Oh, we're going to tell on you. And so eventually I ended up not being able to upload the second episode of the 7th episode, or the second part of the 7th episode. And I've been numerously trying to, get it back and try and re-upload it, to redo stuff and to redo this and to redo that. And my very limited knowledge. Unfortunately, this is where my amateurness of YouTube starts to shine right through, because I'm partnered with a channel, but I haven't really spent any time I haven't really spent much time thinking about it or working around it. I've just been focused on work, getting the YouTube videos up, and sort of making sure that they look nice and presentable, rather than taking extra steps, which I probably should learn, and maybe if I have to, maybe at some point I will try and just dedicate some time just to look at it. But I know the basics, which is basically don't have anything easily copyrightable, and if there is, then instantly take it down, or make it so that you don't make any money, or to make sure that whatever kind of other content that isn't yours, you give credit to. And I did all of these things. I made sure that I put in the description of the video, I do not own any of this content. It is completely owned by them. I've even tried looking up the different sort of explanations as to how I can sort of get around it and say, well, look, I'm not going to. I took it off monetary gain, so basically I wouldn't gain any money anyway. But no, the YouTube censors were determined as ever. So anyway, to cut a long story short, I have sort of completely given up on the episode now. I've only just decided to throw it out. I've been every day now for the last almost the last week, I've been trying to upload the sodding episode. So I've decided instead, as much as I never want to do this again, and pray to the fucking heavens, touch wood, I never have to, I'm going to have to do a quick summary of what happened, because it's rather stupid, because I am going to try and at least upload the other episode, so I don't want you guys sort of getting a bit confused. So in the next half of the episode of the Total War, we get a very lucky streak. We actually get out and knock out another settlement, and actually the English do decide to attack for once. They actually decide to turn around. Instead of retreating, they decide to attack, and they offer up a rather stiffish resistance. In all essence, it wasn't a big battle. It was just about 5 to 6, 7 units of muskets, which is what made it only slightly harder. And it wasn't a major battle. It was fairly long, only because of just how spread out they were. So they offered up a fairly decently bulked resistance, and we were able to annihilate them, and also through an auto-resolved battle we were able to deal with them. So, it was in my eye, it was a pretty epic battle, and I kind of wish, I honestly do wish I could show you guys, but unfortunately, YouTube, being the ultimate pricks that they are, and this sort of money-grabbing, disgusting society that we're in, has the copyright censors go crazy. I really wish they weren't as anal as they used to. It used to be a lot simpler. It used to be so much nicer, because it would literally be, if anyone blatantly was showing stuff that clearly wasn't owned by them, then they would go crazy. And that's justifiable. If you're playing a song, yeah, kind of justifiable, because you are playing someone else's song. But when you're playing a video game and inadvertently advertising said video game to people on YouTube, why is that suddenly copyright, when if you take the monetization from that, like, I'm more than willing to have my monetization, because you don't really get, I'm not earning much anyway. So it's like, I don't really need the money. And hell, I'm not even getting any money. I've not even set that up. So it's like, I'm never going to get any of what they're going to say. But it's just like, yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so that's a quick summary. It sort of goes on. Anyway, on to something that is a little bit more cheerful. Holiday! Well, cheerful for me. Holiday! Yes, I am going on holiday within the next few weeks. Now, why I'm not going to be alerting you as much as I used to be is because I will attempt to utilize the YouTubing schedule uploader, which hopefully will mean that when I go away from the 16th of February for about a week and a bit, so 1 week and a half basically, you shall receive at least 2 World of Tanks episodes, and obviously the usual Total War episodes, and as well to see whatever kind of other stuff on the Thursday that I do. So, and hopefully they will all work out. I've not really done scheduling much. I mean, I've done it for like 1 video or 2. No, I think it was only just 1 video. So it might. I'm fairly certain of what. I'm fairly sure what to do. But that said, I am going to be obviously looking on my YouTube whenever I get the chance, when I'm around friends and sort of stuff in Cornwall, because that's where I'm going now. I'm going from Kent to Cornwall, if you're ever worrying. Yes, worry. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be the plan. So fingers crossed, there shouldn't really be any changes to the content. You might see the old Crap Hunter intro from a couple of videos, but that's only because of obviously that's only because of the where I hadn't really created my new intro. I am kind of still working on that. I might at some point kind of turn around and maybe change it again. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, I like it, but then again, also only represents a bit of my content, whereas if I'd like to do something a little bit more, or go with something a little bit more, shall we say, less shit. But no, I'm okay with that, but I think it obviously could be made. Anyhow, so yeah, that's that news coming up. Also, I kind of wanted to talk a bit about a colleague of mine, a good friend of mine, Average Gaming, or Bidden War, as you may also know him as. Yeah, basically, I kind of would have thought, because recently he's been having some internet troubles, and that's the reason why I wanted to talk about the lack of me putting links. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the most important thing ever, but you know, it's sort of, he's a good. If you are following the series regarding myself and Bidden War, like for example, the Road to the Firefly, or the Battlefield 3 co-op series, then the reason why I haven't been able to put up any, the reason why I haven't put up any of the links to his channel is because unfortunately he is having some pretty nasty internet issues where he is at the moment. He's finding it extremely difficult to upload anything, so unfortunately there is a little bit of an issue with that. But, you know, it's not, you know, fingers crossed we're going to be seeing more of him in the future. Hopefully he'll be able to get his internet sorted out. So definitely go to his channel, watch his content. By all means, click on the like, subscribe button for his stuff, because he does do pretty awesome videos. But yeah, his internet is not so good. So he may upload a video once in a while, but there's no guarantee that he will be there a lot of the time. But that said, though, what he's done so far is pretty good, so I recommend you go check him out. Hopefully he'll say the same for me, otherwise I demand revenge! Anyway, on to the last thing, before we waste even more time with me jabbering on. We're getting close to 500 subs, holy shit! Yeah, 500 people have decided to dedicate themselves to listening to me. Well, nearly 500 people have dedicated themselves to listening to me wattering on about things and, you know, raging in the comments section of a certain AMX video. And yeah, it's weird, you know. Like I used to think that I was like, oh yeah, one of these days I'm gonna work around. You're like, you're gonna get 100, you know, 100. So I'm like, shit, you know, I'm really getting there. Like when I first started, I kind of laughed off people sort of saying, oh yeah, you know, it's 100 subscribers. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get 100 subscribers, and then all of a sudden 100 subscribers, and then, you know, all of a sudden 200 subscribers, then 250. When I made my part 2 of my other, you know, my video upload, and it was just like, holy shit, you know, it's actually happening. I'm getting there, you know, push on to 1,000. It's really quite awesome. Definitely looking, you know, definitely happy about that, because it's like, you know, yeah, you can get those people out there who say, oh, so-and-so has like 5,000 subscribers, you're just like 500. It's like, I don't care, you know, it's nice, you know, it's nice to have a small community. Why? Because then you can shout and everyone in the room can hear you. Whereas with some celebrities, they've got to like organize a stage, get the catering, they've got to get like some freaking kind of venue to have the session at. Whereas I could just rent out a local hall and we can all have a party. You know, that's pretty awesome. Sometimes the small crowd is just as awesome, if not slightly more awesome, than the big crowd. So I am very much appreciative of you guys subscribing, commenting, giving feedback. Hell, if you're your experienced YouTubers, I'm always up to it. But, you know, I don't care if you're new and you sort of say things I already know. I appreciate that. It's like, yeah, if you want to give me, you know, spend some of your time giving me advice, sure, if I already know it, brilliant. You know, it's good to know that we have more people on board. If not, if I don't know it, even better. So thank you very much to everyone who subscribes, and to everyone who commentates, and to everyone who clicks on the like button. It's always appreciated. Anyway, we've been going on for about 10 minutes now. It's actually getting 10 minutes 30. Right, there you go. So anyway, I will depart hence, as well as give you the other video, which will be uploaded today, I believe, if this is Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday. No, it's the time of the recording wise, but it doesn't matter. Yes, so you shall receive another video today. Don't worry, I'm not going to block this one and say, ha, I done a video, doesn't matter now. Anyway, guys, I will catch up with you next time. This is Crap Hunter signing out. Have a good time.